I haven't done a whole lot of research yet to figure out where the teams are now, because there's a lot of changes this winter.
Oh, baseballs. I mean, they got rid of what, Billy, how many teams did they get rid of? Like 40, 50
About
teams?
40 teams.
Really?
Yeah.
So they got a lot of less ball players, correct?
They do. That's why there are so many available solid players for independent teams and all these other teams. They have these other leagues for the prospects and the draft leagues, and it's quite interesting.
Really? So it's really changed an awful lot. And Billy is a guy that's been in baseball for so long. He's 15 years old, and he has more expensive equipment than all of us together. So let me ask you something, Billy. Come on, talk about it. Come on.
I appreciate it. No, thank you. I appreciate you having me on too. It means a lot. I definitely have to ask though about that 86 team. Was there a lot of hype before the season? I wasn't around back then. So was there a lot of hype, or was there a certain point in the season that, you realized that we could do something special in the postseason?
Well, I was the new kid on the block. I signed with the Red Sox. I don't know, it was January or February, and came to camp. Actually, I was a non-roster player in camp because I was coming back from elbow surgery, and I spent the winter in Venezuela just trying to attract attention and hope somebody saw me throw and liked it enough to give me a try. And the Red Sox and the Cardinals were the two teams that knocked on the door after I was done in Venezuela. And they both made offers. The Cardinals had Whitey Herzog. They had a good team. Whitey Herzog was the manager, and he was always a fan of mine. We'd always banter through the years, and he called me. He's the one that called me from the Cardinals and said, you got to come over here. We need a guy like you. And then the Red Sox called, and I had to sit down and make a decision. And I looked at the roster. Cardinals had about 5 lefty bullpen guys on their roster, and the Red Sox had 1. Yeah. And I said, I'm going the path of least resistance for sure on this one. So I went in, and fortunately for me, we played the Red Sox and the Tigers were only 20 minutes apart in spring training. And so it seemed like we were playing them every day. And they had a lineup full of lefties. They always threw me out there against the lefties, and I would joke with Terry Francona. He was one of those lefties, and I would always joke with him, and I'd thank him. I said, I made the Red Sox team and eventually got to a World Series because I got you out every time I faced you in the spring. So, but that was key. That's what they were looking for, was a lefty to get a lefty out.
Right.
And I was able to do that pretty consistently, and that's what it's all about, is consistency.
We see a lot of those lefty specialists, but now it seems like they're not as important because of the new rule with MLB. You have to face 3 batters. How do you think that's affecting the game?
Well, I don't like it. I don't like when they're playing with the rules. I mean, because look, I played baseball a long time ago, and it was played in a certain way. And these rules, for me, I always say, no, I think we were better, or I think it was better left alone, because it seems like baseball rules have been that way since they started. There are very few changes. And, that rule, that was it 3 hitters now? Or
3
finish
hitters.
an inning? Is it 3 innings? 3 hitters or finish an inning?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, I guess if you can get a guy to hit into a double play and end an inning, then I guess you're okay. Whatever. But I don't like that new rule. I think there's a place for the lefty reliever, we'll say, the lefty situation guy.
Yeah. What do you think, Ron? Do you think you were a lefty facing those guys? Was it tough? What do you think about the new rule?
Well, I hate all these new rules that they put in the game like it is. Hey, I remember when we started, Joe and myself, I mean, we played the baseball like Abner Doubleday started the game of baseball. Now it's to me, it's a game of, it's a video game to me. And with Billy, the bat boy, one day we're going to be on our assisted living. And then all of a sudden we're going to be turning on the screen. He's going to be with ESPN, and we're going to be watching him and say, we remember this guy 10 years ago, and we're with our walker and a hover round and a cane and everything like that. And we're watching you on TV. We remember this guy, and I hope you remember us. I hope you remember us. But it's fun. It's fun. And we really enjoy this. And, but, Billy living in Jersey, got the $25,000 equipment and whatever. What are you going to have next time? Be careful. Billy, you're the best. Erik, congratulations on your book. Can't wait till it comes out. It's going to be very successful. And you need to do a book with Joe. Joe would be good at this. I mean, Joe has a lot of good stuff. People want to know about this stuff. Hey, he gave you a little bit gave you a little bit.
Hey, Billy,
it'll be good.
Good luck to you.
Good luck
Billy.
to y'all, Joe.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Billy, thank you. Thank you, Erik. Thank you, big guys.
Thanks, guys.
And we love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.